Hello everyone and welcome to Mathematics, which helps you to practice the habit of completing a question a day in mathematics. So for today's video, we'll focus on chapter 3, integration, and let's aim ourselves to learn one thing from this video. So before we begin, I will need your help to first pause the video first and go through the question so you'll be able to understand better when we discuss. Alright, so part A, we have this function, and there's a statement here where if we integrate f of x, you will get this result. And the question tells us to find the product of m and n. So to solve this question, we just need to integrate f of x, and we compare it with this result here to find out the value of m and n. And do remember, when integrating, we need to add 1 to the power, and we need to divide with the new power. And since here is a function, which means it's not just x, so we need to pull out the value of x, which is negative 2. And since here there's no limit, so we need to add a c at the back. And comparing this with this, m will be negative 1 over 10, and n would be 5. And multiplying together, you'll get negative 1 over 2. Alright, moving on to part B, we have Ali and his friends are going to this theme park, but they wouldn't go if the temperature on that day is more than 40 Celsius. And the question gives us the rate of change of the temperature, which is this equation, meaning for every hour, how does the temperature change? So the question asks, can Ali and his friends proceed with the plan if the temperature during 7 AM is 22 Celsius? So 7 AM here means t equals to 0. So this is the aim of this video, which is how do we apply integration to solve these kind of real life scenarios. So to solve this question, we need two supporting data. We need to know what is the highest temperature of that day itself, but we couldn't find this because we don't have the original equation of temperature. So firstly, we need to find this. Then later on, we need to find the thing that we want. So to find the original equation of temperature, we can look at this sentence here. As we know, this equation can be obtained if we differentiate the original equation. But now we need to go backwards, so we need to integrate this equation to get the original. So for the 5, we just add a t at the back, and here we add 1 to its power, so it will be t over 2, and we divide the new power. And don't forget, since there's no limit here, we need to add c. So by simplifying this, we will get this equation, but we haven't finished yet because we need to find the value of c, which can be found from this sentence. And this part is quite straightforward. When we sub t equals to 0, this part will disappear. So we left theta only. So our c would be 22. And now, to find the highest temperature of the day, we need to know what hour has the highest temperature of that day, which is our t. So here we need to go back to our Form 5 Chapter 2 differentiation. So highest here means the maximum value. And we know that when we want to find the maximum value, we need to let dy over dx equals to 0. So since here we have the differentiated equation, we can equate this to 0 to find the t. So we need to find the highest temperature of that day. We can just sub t with 5. Apologies, this should be 22. And our highest temperature of that day would be 27. So this means Ali and his friends can go to that theme park since it's less than 40 Celsius. And now we can write a brief conclusion. And congratulations, you all have completed today's question. So this brings us to the aim of this video, which is how do we apply integration to real life scenarios. And here are the take home points for this video. So for this kind of real life situations, we can split it into two. What is the main issue or the problem, and what are the supporting data we need to get. So the main issue here is, will the temperature rise to more than 40 Celsius? So the supporting data that we need is the temperature equation, because we need that to find the highest temperature of that day. And what I'm showing you now is how other marks get located for this question. and hopefully you have learned something new from this video. So if you feel this video is beneficial to you, please give a like, subscribe, and share it to your friends and classmates. So I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thank you.